As far as our deployment to Fort McMurray with our firefighting crews, they left shortly after 9 p.m. last night from Edmonton, arriving in Fort McMurray just after 5 o'clock in the morning. So a bit of a slow trip going up. They encountered a lot of traffic situations to deal with. Thankfully, Edmonton Police Services were willing to provide an escort, and that helped us out a lot. Our crews are on the ground as we speak. They are responding to structural fire calls in Fort McMurray, and so far things are going well. We have no injuries, the equipment's working well, and we're making plans to switch those firefighters out likely Thursday evening. And we'll certainly have contingency plans to have shift changes there every 12 hours as long as required. We have 19 firefighters on the ground up there. We've got 4 major pieces of equipment, 2 pumper units and 2 tanker units. There are 2 ETS buses up there for support, self-contained breathing apparatus equipment, air supply, things like that are on those buses. As well as turnout gear, whatever our firefighters would need. We do have a reception center up and running at the expo over at the Northlands grounds. That was established about midnight last night. We've received upwards of about 250 to 300 people right now. We have capacity there currently for about 450 folks, and there are additional resources in the forms of cots coming from the Red Cross, another 1,000 beds, and certainly other municipalities and the government of Alberta does have some resources that we're trying to contact and have delivered over to the Expo Centre as well. There's been a number of flights sponsored by WestJet, Air Canada, Air North, I believe, that have actually brought evacuees in via aircraft. And we've established a bit of a triage center over at the Edmonton International Airport. Anyone who's requiring accommodation are being directed to ETS buses at the airport and transported over to the Expo Centre, and that's been working quite well. About 6 o'clock this morning, there were about 100 medical evacuees that were flown down, and they've been accommodated in regional hospitals. 5 in Edmonton, I believe, and the Leduc Hospital. So 100 patients from Fort McMurray are currently under care here in the Capital Region. It's a bit of an overwhelming situation. Certainly that fire has wreaked havoc on the city of Fort McMurray and the area. The conditions today are not favorable. The humidity is very, very low, very dry there, which is the recipe for a problem when it comes to wildland fires. Temperature is high today, and the wind condition is expected to be quite strong too. So, first responders in Fort McMurray in the city are going to have their hands full for the next couple of days, for sure.